Well, hello everyone. My name is Samantha Ballard and I am the National Sponsoring Director with Stella Dot. And I am so excited to be here tonight and be able to interview one of our top leaders from Sonoma, California. So Sarah, when you are on, make sure you add yourself and I am going to see if I see you on there. Okay, it looks like she's trying to join. Let's see. Just a second. Sometimes technology is a little challenging. Let's see if I can add her. Hi, Shayna. Sorry, guys. Let's see if I can find her. Sarah, I don't see you on there right now. I'm just going to send her a quick text. But we are so excited to be here with you guys tonight and talk to you about Stella Dot and this really fun side gig as a stylist. You can actually have it as your part-time job or your full-time job. And Sarah is joining soon. So Sarah, oh, I see that you're there. Let's see if I can invite you now. There you are. Okay, added you. So let's see if this works. And thank you guys for all of the hearts and for joining us. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm awesome. Thank you. And thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited to see you and to learn from you and have you share all of your wisdom with everyone who's joining us tonight. Okay, so firstly, I see you've got a drink, but just tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been a stylist, and how you decided to join.
Absolutely. So, hey, everybody. Thank you for joining. My name is Sarah Loftus. I'm a senior director out of Sonoma, California, and I have been a stylist for, it'll be 8 years in June, which is so hard to believe. My background is in corporate America. I ran retail stores for 15 years, which I loved for probably the first 10. And I felt like I wanted to do something different, something for me. I really wanted to have my own business. So I started with Stella Dot 8 years ago. And then 6 months later, after doing both simultaneously, I was able to quit my full-time job. And it's just grown into this extraordinary, fulfilling, wonderful business ever since. I am married to a firefighter. He was my fiance at the time. And actually, when I decided to join, we had just gotten engaged. And I remember telling him that I wanted to start my own business and quit, my corporate job. And he was like, "You are crazy. I don't know what you're talking about or what this company is." And I was like, "Just trust me. Like, give me 6 months. I promise you it's going to be awesome." Because I had seen that so many women had come before me and had created great incomes with the brand. So I ended up quitting my full-time job. I've done this full-time ever since. We ended up getting married. We've had 3 kids. It's been kind of a whirlwind of the last 8 years, but I just feel so blessed to be here. And it's beyond what I could have ever asked for.
I love that over the last 8 years, you have gotten married, had 3 kids, and continue to thrive as a stylist. But it's had to have changed a lot, working your business from no kids to getting married and then having 3 little ones. So how do you manage to do that?
So I've learned to be smart with my business hours. And I am one who really likes to work smarter, not harder, because I am used to working, well, back in the day, I used to work 60 hours a week and I would travel all the time and work when my boss told me to. I would stay late at night and work on weekends or, whenever I had to. And when I started Stella Dot, I worked a lot. But then with each kid, now they're 5, 3, and the baby just turned 1. With each
Oh my gosh, I
kid,
can't believe he's
I
5.
know, isn't that crazy? I feel like I just had him like
Yeah.
5 days ago. But with each child, I feel like I've gotten smarter and I've learned how to work my business smarter and not harder. So I have a really specific schedule that I work. And it's around my husband because, believe it or not, we've never had a babysitter, like ever. The only person who has ever watched our kids is my mom, who still works full time. So we have her on Fridays for 5 hours, but that's it. So other than that, I totally work this around my husband's schedule, which sometimes changes. So typically firefighters, they work their 48 hours on and then they have 4 days off and then 48 hours on and 4 days off. But during fire season and just sometimes, and especially because my husband got a promotion a couple years ago to fire captain, so he works a lot more, and they get called in, and then you kind of have to readjust. So it's been an amazing blessing to be able to work this around his schedule. But what my typical week looks like is that the days that he's home, so the first day he's home, I just kind of let him sleep and I don't really work because they're up a lot, at night.
Yeah.
And then the 2 days in between is when I have my office hours. So I usually have 4 to 5 hours scheduled where I'm working on my personal business. And then now I feel so lucky to have an amazing team, which of course you do not have to grow a team with the brand, but it is an option. If you love this and you want to help other women do the same, you can. So I kind of just work in the middle of his off time. And then sort of in the nooks and crannies, like so now my oldest two are in school, preschool and kindergarten. And then when it's just me and the baby, I'll work during his nap time. So you kind of find the nooks and crannies, but then if you can schedule a couple hours out that, whenever you have someone else to watch your kids and you can actually focus, it's amazing what you can get done. Like give a busy mama with a lot of kids an hour at Starbucks, like with her phone and no one interrupting her, and she can conquer the world, right?
And I feel like with our digital tools, so one thing I love about Stella Dot is all of the tools that we have. And we have our digital assistant, Mimi. And I feel like for me, it's super easy to work on the go. And I feel like if you're running around with your kids, that definitely helps make it a little easier with reach outs and communication and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it definitely does. I'm so lucky to be a leader now with the brand that I have this coaching that I'm doing, but my personal business, I could literally work that. And so many people on my team do, in the nooks and crannies, right? So we've got systems where it's like 20 minutes in the morning and then 15 minutes at night, 10 minutes in the carpool line. And we share that with our teams because 90% of my team, and I think of the greater Stella Dot community, they're doing this around full-time jobs, and or having a bunch of kids at home. So we've designed it that you can work on the go and you can be in line at Target and you're like, oh my gosh, I just got an order, and it's incredible how it works with you. So I love that, sometimes people hear my story and they think, oh my gosh, I could never do that, or I don't want to do that. And I like to be really clear and share that most people do this super part-time. Like we have a system where you could work literally 2 to 5 hours a week and make $500 to $1,000 a month, right? Yeah. And it's when you have time. And we can give you specifics on what to do and when, but like it is on the go. It's in between what you have going on. And then if you decide you want to do more and you want to grow and have office hours and such, we can help you do that too. But if you're just someone who, you like the jewelry, you like the clothing, like how darn easy is it to get ready now, right? I just had like the mom bun and the yoga clothes going on, and I literally I metamorphosized in 5 minutes, you guys, because Stella Dot helps you do that. But if you feel like you kind of have this inkling just in your heart and in your soul that you might want to give it a try, like give it a go for 60 days because you've got nothing to lose.
I agree 100%. And it is such a perk getting our beautiful jewelry. Our summer collection just launched. Are you wearing one of the new necklaces?
Yes, I'm obsessed with this. It's so pretty. So I normally, you guys who know me, I wear like my sparkle studs and my little W necklace for my little boy Wyatt. That's what I'm just known for wearing all the time. And then Stella Dot gives you the excuse and the reason. I typically do about one style event a week, which I love having the reason to put on something pretty and do my hair and a little bit of makeup and, a statement necklace. So my husband 100%. Will do bedtime routine and I get to go out and have a glass of wine with girlfriends for 2 hours and make $200. It's amazing. It almost feels illegal sometimes, but it's our job.
And now we have clothing too. So we have cute accessories. And are you wearing a top? And so am I.
I am. Yeah, I love it. It's just so easy.
It really has made my life easy too. I love everything that we've got in our summer collection and in the entire line. Okay, so tell us something fun that you've done with your little blue card earnings.
There's a lot of things that I've done over the last almost 8 years, and it ranges from, silly things, you guys, like eyelashes, right? Which my husband would freak out if I tried to pay for that with the fire department money, right? Like fancy pillows for the couch, stuff like that. Like getting your nails done, just those extras, like massages, things that women should be able to do that often $300 to $500 a month is like life-changing money for a lot of families. right? Where a mom or a woman can actually do things to fill her own cup, because it's so important. And we're always taking care of everyone else, taking care of our kids, our husbands, like the whole world, but we have to take care of us. So it sounds so silly, but I've been able to do, you know, some like little things like that that just make me feel good. And then I'm able to better, you know, help others. But then we have also paid off $50,000 in credit card debt that I came to my
That's
marriage
amazing.
with. Yeah, so we no longer have credit card debt. Our cars are paid off. And my husband will tell you one of his favorites is that we recently purchased an RV. So a travel trailer, and we go camping every 6 weeks or so. We try to go for 3 or 4 days. And it's just such a wonderful time to have like no tech time as a family and kind of connect and be together. The fire department families, a lot of them have RVs also. So we've got a couple different camping trips we all go on every year. So it's kind of paid for some of those extras that we definitely would not be able to do otherwise.
Oh, that's so awesome. I know, I love hearing Little Blue Card earning stories because there's so many good ones. My last question for you is, if you're someone thinking about becoming a stylist, or someone's thinking about, you know, jumping in, what is your best advice?
You guys, I say don't overthink it and just give it a shot for 60 days. So often we hold ourselves back because we're afraid to fail. It's actually, I would say, the number one reason that women do not join or do not start, you know, any business or take the chance on yourself. It's because you're afraid of failing. Like, that's just natural. Our brains have the negativity bias, and we just wake up every day and 95% of our thoughts are naturally negative. Like, we have to combat that and fill our cups so that we can be more positive. This community of women and this tribe has been such an awesome influence on my life. I've made so many great friends. It's helped me be more confident. It's helped me be better in so many other areas of my life. So if you think you might fail, but you've got this little inkling in your heart that you've kind of been thinking about it, you might want to give it a shot, just try it for 60 days. Like, that is my sisterly advice. Just jump in, and we're happy to help you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free, message me. I'm happy to answer, or certainly get back to the person who invited you to this. She'd love to help you too. But just jump in, try it for 60 days. Like, worst case scenario, you can kind of laugh and say that you tried to do something fun and new, and you get to keep all the jewelry. Who cares, right? Like, you're going to spend more money going to Target or Costco. And then best case scenario, you have a vehicle to be able to go out and make a couple $100, $500, $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month if you decide you want to do this full time. I mean, everything in between, we're here for you. We've got training, scripts, mentoring, you know, everything along the way to help you. But just don't let fear hold you back. I say jump in and give it 60 days.
Oh my gosh, that's the best advice. I agree 100%. One thing I did forget to tell everyone, if you are tuning in live or later, be sure to hashtag SDJoy and tag 2 friends, and share the SDJoy, because I agree with Sarah. Our community is like no other, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. We will absolutely get back to you. And Sarah, thank you so much for joining me tonight and answering everyone's questions and just sharing your story.
You're so welcome. Give it a shot, you guys. You will not regret it. It's the best place ever. You'll have amazing jewelry and tops and things to wear, and the most extraordinary community who is positive and will lift you up. We have room for you. We are growing. We are looking at actually doubling our stylist force over the next 12 months in every area of the US. So certainly reach out to the person who invited you. I'm happy to answer any questions, and we would be honored to welcome you to Stella Dot. Thank you so much, Sam, for having me.
All right. Bye, you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.